Our first honoree makes us laugh and moments later breaks our hearts with his warm and authentic portrayals of our community. Whether in front of or behind the camera, he has brought Latinos to the forefront of the conversation and has taught the world a great number of things, including how to be a Latin lover. You know, some of us could use that advice more than others. Let us take a look at just a few of the achievements of this inspiring actor.
Eugenio Derbez is an actor, writer, director, and producer. He works tirelessly to reveal and change the way the Latinx community is represented in U.S. film and television. By his 20s, Derbez was an established actor in Mexico and Latin America, starring in TV shows like Al Derecho y Al Revés, No Tengo Madre, and the long-running La Familia Peluche. Around the year 2000, Eugenio decided to move to LA and follow his dream of making the switch from TV to Hollywood movies. But after 10 years of only being offered roles as narcos, criminals, drug lords, or illegal immigrants, he decided to quit the American dream and go back to Mexico to shoot the film that he spent 12 years working on, Instructions Not Included. This small independent film that Derbez co-wrote, directed, and starred in ended up making almost $100 million between the US and Latin America and became the most successful Spanish-language film worldwide. But it is his commitment to changing Latin American representation in film that drove him to partner with producer Ben Odell and co-found Tripas production company. In an interview with Authority magazine, Derbez said, "We haven't historically had our own shows or movies, or at least not enough of them to represent us in all our different colors, shapes, and sizes." With his success and own production company to support him, Derbez is able to start telling stories of non-stereotypical Latin American characters like Dr. Narco in Miracles from Heaven, Maximo in How to Be a Latin Lover, Leonardo in Overboard, and Alejandro in Dora and the Lost City of Gold. Derbez's success has not gone unnoticed. In 2014, Variety named him the #1 most influential Hispanic man in the world, and he was awarded a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame 2 years later. Eugenio Derbez is constantly using his influence to reshape the images that represent the Latinx community, exploring real-life experiences hidden from the US and Latin American mainstream. And his work continues to play an essential role in building a more inclusive and honest representation of today's Latin America.
And to present the Hispanic Heritage Film Award, please welcome the star of the live-action Dora and the Lost City of Gold, Isabella Moner and comedian Elizardi Castro.
Hola todo el mundo. Can you say hola todo el mundo?
Claro. Hola todo el mundo.
Okay, that's pretty good. By the way, that was a trick and you totally fell for it. Working on Dora with the incredibly talented Eugenio was an inspiration, to say the least. They usually say never meet your idols because they'll disappoint you, but Eugenio does not disappoint. He works harder than anyone I know, but it's the work that he does when no one is looking that has taught me the most. Por ejemplo, every time someone was on set and was tired, usually me, he'd magically show up with a coffee, and whenever a fan would ask for a photo, honestly, like whenever, he would happily stop and take a selfie. And if anyone needed a lift in their spirit, he'd be there ready to crack a joke. Eugenio, eres lo mejor, and we are all better because you share your gifts. Gracias por todo lo que haces.
Démeselo. Vamos a darle la bienvenida al señor Eugenio Derbez.
Thank you. Oh my God. Feels so good. Thank you so much to the Hispanic Heritage Foundation for granting me this award, and to the John F. Kennedy Center for inviting us into your lovely space. Thank you very much. I also want to thank Target for sponsoring this event, and for the Instant Pro Duo 7-in-1 pressure cooker, which we bought for $59.99 regularly, $99.99. Great for making frijoles. And congratulations to the other honorees. It's humbling to be amongst you. Felicidades, Alex. Felicidades, Canelo. Thank you, guys. It's an honor to be side by side with you. Well, when I started my career in Mexico, I was just an actor. But when I started working in this country 12 years ago, all of a sudden I was a Hispanic actor. It was then when I started thinking about my Hispanic heritage. You see, in Spanish, the word heritage is very similar to the word inheritance, which made me, it's practically the same thing. Which made me realize that the moment I was born Hispanic, I automatically received the richest of inheritances. Just think about all the things we inherit by being born Hispanic. First of all, we inherit our family values, right? Things like the power to keep our families together, or living with each other, and even have dinner every Sunday like it was Thanksgiving. Our family values are so strong, even other people trust us to care for their kids. Yeah, this applause is for all the nannies in this country. Yes! We inherit thousands of centuries-old recipes which we use every day, not only to feed our children, but also to feed this country through every kitchen in America. We also inherit the strength to work hard day and night, which allowed us to build pyramids and empires, as well as the homes of many Americans. We inherit also the ability to turn a single meal into a feast just by echarle más agua a los frijoles. Adding more water to the beans. We inherit also the prayers and blessings from every family member, nuestras tías, primas, mi madre, who are watching over us, not only from a faraway distance, but even from heaven above. We inherit our language, which allows us to recite the poems of Pablo Neruda, and also to curse out the referee at the World Cup. Even Justin Bieber sounds better in Spanish. All these things we received at birth. And the best part of it all is that we don't keep this rich inheritance only to ourselves. We share it every day with the world. We share our past, our stories, our food, our music. With every bite of chocolate, with every sip of pisco or tequila, with every step of salsa or merengue, we let the world have a piece of what is ours. And still, even though we are generous, there are those who want to keep us away from this country. Let me tell you, I'm a comedian, but even I cannot think of a bigger joke than that. It takes the biggest of clowns to think they can build a wall tall enough to stop our people. Or to build a cage strong enough to contain the strength of our youth. Qué tontos, de verdad. The inheritance of ours, these superpowers flow through our veins, and they will never be stopped. If someone says they don't want you here, then tell them, give me back my inheritance. Give me back the food, give me back the shelter, the work, the culture, the care, the blood and the sweat I've shared with you. See what they do. It doesn't matter if you got to this land yesterday or you have been here for 3 generations. This inheritance is yours. Be proud of it. Share it with everyone without worry, because it will never run out. So, thank you for this award, because it gives me new strength to keep sharing our Hispanic heritage, our Latin inheritance with the planet. I will do my part to keep sharing the gift of our people with the world. Our language, our culture, our faces, our voices. Because the more we share it, the richer we get. Thank you. As Hispanic actors and filmmakers, it's vital we tell the stories of our people the way we know them. Hardworking and family-oriented, the laborers in the fields, the construction workers, the police officers and soldiers, but also the lawyers and doctors, the singers and actors, the senators and congresswomen, the astronauts and Supreme Court justices. I want to thank my country of Mexico for lifting me on their shoulders. I want to thank the United States for welcoming me here. I want to thank my family, my beautiful wife, Alessandra. Thank you, my love. My children, Aislinn, Badir, Jose Eduardo, and Aitana. And my sister, Silvia. Silvia, thank you for being here. And thank you for giving me the passion and support to keep going. Thanks to Ben Odell, the best business partner I could have chosen. I want also to thank to my partners at Lionsgate and Pantalla for letting me tell my stories. Thank you, Paul Pressburger. Thank you, wherever you are. Thank you, Paul. And I want also to thank the Hispanic Heritage Awards for celebrating our people. And finally, I want to thank the Hispanic community, for without you, I would be nothing. I humbly accept this award on your behalf. Gracias.